Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let me set the record straight. The way President Trump talks about women, minorities, immigrants, and pretty much every American who does not look like him is fueling hate in our great country. Last week, in a series of tweets, President Trump attacked 4 congresswomen, all of whom are American citizens and women of color. The president doubled down on his attacks and singled out one of my colleagues from Minnesota in a rally during which the crowd chanted, "Send her back," which he seemed to relish. Mr. Speaker, watching that clip made me sick to my stomach, and I'm concerned about the direction President Trump is leading our country. Mr. Speaker, President Trump appears to be encouraging Americans to assume patriotism by the color of one's skin and not the content of one's character. This is, in fact, the opposite of what American heroes like Congressman John Lewis, Dolores Huerta, Cesar Chavez, and Dr. King fought and bled for. Mr. Speaker, make no mistake, our president is stoking the flames of hate and division in our great country. President Trump, his America is an America where Congress does not include Native Americans, Latinos, African Americans, Asian Americans, or LGBTQ Americans. His vision for America is one where people like my parents and grandparents are not welcome. What I find ironic about Donald Trump's anti-immigrant vision for this country is it contradicts his own family's history. Donald Trump's grandfather, Frederick Trump, moved to the United States in 1885 for many reasons, including to escape poverty. Today, President Trump is hurting our reputation by denying entry to asylum seekers who are fleeing many of the hardships his very own grandfather was escaping. In 1905, after making his fortune in the United States running a brothel, Grandfather Trump attempted to go back to Germany only to be denied entry for failing to complete military service in his own country of Germany, something that apparently runs in the family. After attempting to appeal the denial in a flattering letter to the Prince of Germany, addressing him as the much-loved, noble, wise, and righteous foreign, sovereign, and sublime ruler, Frederick Trump's request to return to Germany was denied for a second time. My father and mother moved to the United States in 1946, seeking a better life for their family because they heard of the promise of the United States of America. That if you work hard and play by the rules, you can succeed and your children can have a better life. I stand before you today an American-born citizen and a member of the United States Congress because my parents worked hard and played by the rules. I wasn't handed a fortune like President Trump. I was taught the values of keeping my word, being kind to others, and to work for what I earn. Mr. Speaker, this president would like us to believe that he is more patriotic than the congresswoman he has repeatedly attacked, not because of anything he's done for this country, but because he believes that this country's rights and protections only apply to the privileged, like himself. Honor and patriotism exist in some more than others. My brother-in-law, Hector, who was born in Mexico and is now a citizen of the United States of America, answered the call to serve our great country when Donald Trump avoided service time and time again. While Donald Trump was dodging the draft 5 times, my brother-in-law Hector was serving the United States of America in Vietnam. While Donald Trump was ripping off small businesses right here at home, Hector was shot while serving his country in Vietnam. My Mexican-born brother-in-law has served this country honorably. And if Donald Trump had his way, Hector would never have had the chance to serve our great nation. Mr. Speaker, does the word patriot come to mind when you think of a man who dodged the draft time and time again? Or does the word patriot come to mind when you think of a man who answered the call of duty and bled for our great country? Mr. Speaker, I tell these truths to remind us all why the United States of America is great. We are a country of brave and beautiful American citizens and brave and beautiful immigrants from all over the world who contribute to the greatness of our great nation every single day. May God bless the diverse and beautiful people of the United States of America. And God bless the United States of America. I yield back.